So once upon a time, Listen and Hardy met at a queer artist community in Middle Tennessee. She lived there fresh out of leaving college unfinished as she explored communal living and culture shifting. He arrived one cold December day just before solstice, heartbroken after splitting up with his wife for good this time. He was there to visit his dear friend Tom Foolery, a juggling friend from back in his Burlington, Vermont days. Slowly, over the course of a few lazy winter country nights by the fire with friends, they were drawn to each other. She grew up performing in musicals and had learned how to juggle scarves and balls in a theater class as a kid. The first night they spent together, winter solstice 1996, he asked if she had ever passed balls before, and she hadn't. She picked it up faster than anyone he had ever taught before, and magic was unleashed into the universe. After a few days, he continued on home to California, and the relationship sprouted through the early years of email and AOL.com. In January, he wrote, "There's a juggling festival in February on the big island of Hawaii. Do you want to come?" And she thought, I better learn how to juggle clubs. On that magical trip to Hawaii, they fell in love. And by November of that year, she packed up her stuff, her kitten Magic, and a few friends to make the road trip to her new home in Pacifica, California. They started performing together that fall, and Earthcapades was born. Fast forward 11 years, and Kai Heartlife is born. Easygoing and a great traveler from the beginning, the verdict is still out if he'll choose the vaudeville life. Kai performs for the first time in July of 2007 on the Oregon Country Fair Youth Stage at 4 months old. As an infant and toddler, he came to Earthcapades performances with his designated adult, balancing and performing in the grand finale and sometimes even being worn in a carrier during passing patterns. He was offered juggling toys, but never pressured. At about 18 months old, he gravitated towards the Diabolo, and by 2.5 years, he was performing a solo Diablo routine to music. Soon, he was surpassing his parents in almost every prop. The family continues to perform festival shows together and the occasional school show, now that Kai is older and more interested in school. A favorite festival every year is the Oregon Country Fair, and Kai has been performing there every year of his life. He started busking on the path when he was just 6 years old. This year, at age 12, he performed his second solo show on the youth stage, combining juggling and slam poetry to make for a unique vaudeville experience. When we picked Kai up from Camp Winter Rainbow this summer on our way up to fair, he was up on his giraffe unicycle and getting runs of 5 clubs on the ground. He looks forward to the day that he can wow audiences while juggling 5 glowing Flowtoys clubs on the giraffe unicycle.